Hi everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Cali Desert Thrifters. It's been a couple weeks since we've done a few videos, but with everything obviously going on in the world, obviously we want to send, first and foremost, just send some positive vibes to everybody. Stay safe, listen to everything that's out there of, going back and forth to a certain place that you only have to go to every day. Obviously, it's a little different with the thrifting, as most locations in different states have closed down. If you do have an option to still make your way out to go thrifting, it's definitely a little different vibe out there, but just stay safe, stay positive. We're going to keep on moving forward into the next couple of months. And just for the time being, we're just taking a break on everything. But obviously, if you can just, at this point, go back through all the old back inventory, stuff you've had in your death piles, stuff that you've never gotten to, stuff that might need a little bit of work. That's the stuff you're going to kind of start getting into the next couple of months or the next couple of weeks at least to help you get through. But just you're going to get through it. You're going to make sales. Even Poshmark are going to come through eventually. We're going to get back to running up normal. And hopefully for us too, getting a couple more videos out to you and keeping more consistent videos out. We definitely have some haul videos coming up. While we took a break, we definitely came across some really good stuff. We'll get into that. Getting back to it, we at least wanted to finish up what we sold in the month of February on eBay, which was a really decent month for us. The end really picked up for us. The middle and the beginning of the month were a little bit slower than usual, but we got into the end of it and did really well. But we're going to basically tell you what we sold in the month of February for eBay. If you have not seen our channel before, you like what you're seeing, please subscribe below. Please, any comments are always great to hear. I've been hearing a few lately. Thank you so much for reaching out and asking any questions. If I can help you out with anything that we're showing in the videos, or you're learning anything from this at all, please subscribe, like any of the videos, and then the comments are awesome also. So just keep those coming. So we definitely want to grow and get more content out to you. And hopefully we can get you some great information while we're rolling through some of the stuff that we sell or the stuff we thrift and stuff that we're looking for. So this month was a little bit different, and some of the stuff that we sold, we went a little bit out of our wheelhouse and picked up some hard goods. Had another item in there that was like a travel bag that was vintage that did really well for us. So basically I'm going to start getting into it. So first item we sold for the month of February was a Steve Nash Lakers jersey number 10. Sent out a couple offers on this one. I did have it for a little while. Did have a couple of just like small condition issues with it. That one sold for $22. Very cool jersey, very nostalgic. Steve Nash, great player as well. Next item that did sell was a Duck Down shirt. It is a Duck Down Records company, which came out, it's an old school hip hop company, around 95 or so. This was a reprint or a reproduction of a older print. That shirt sold for $16.99. Next item that I sold, you're going to see some of these coming out in this month where we sold a lot of shirts. Always like to try to wear some different stuff to show you guys. This one's got a lot of old school like cassette tapes on it. You can see some of those, a lot of cool ones. I'm sure some of you had those back in the day. Pretty much primarily 80s and 90s right there, but always like to part ways with the shirts as well. Some of them are a little bit tough depending on the graphics and generally the sizes that I like to keep. It was a Perfect Circle shirt. It was from the 2010 tour. I did send out an offer and somebody did accept that for a $12 on that. Next item that we did sell was a Coach Saffiano leather purse. We sent out an offer on this one for $29.99 and it was in really, really good condition. Great item. The handle had a little bit of wear on it, but for the price that we sent out for the offer, a person accepted right away and paid right away also. Next item that we did sell was a vintage Disney catalog embroidered chambray blue shirt with the whole gang on it on the front. It had on the back as well with pockets. Very cool style. That one sold for $39.99. And also the vintage Disney, we're always definitely looking around for it. Some of the older stuff does really well. There's going to be a shirt coming up in the haul where I found an old vintage Disney shirt coming up. Really cool shirt. Gonna get a chance to keep your eyes on that one and see that one coming up soon. Next item that we did sell was a blank NYC faux leather jacket. with full zip up. That was new with tags. We did get an offer on that one and came to an agreement with the buyer for $42.99 on that item. Definitely a great item to look for. The faux leather, obviously the genuine leather does really well. Also a little bit extra on top of that one, but nice item. Next item that we did sell was a Spiritual Gangster tank top. It was a gray, it was a men's as well. Definitely a great brand to look for when it comes to athletic wear or athleisure wear. It's going to be right up there with Athleta, Lululemon, Fabletics, some of those other names out there also that are just going to be like bread and butter items that you can pick up. Lucy's another one that I've done fairly well with the pants and the hoodies and sweatshirts also. That item sold for $19.99. Next item is a great brand to look out for too. I believe they do make some items for Anthropology, which they have the same RN number 66170. That was an Annette Lepore floral beaded velvet dress. That one, we did get an offer on that one for $24.99. It did have a couple of beads that were a little bit loose on the stitching, but really cool item. Definitely an item to look out for. Definitely a brand to look out for also. Next item that did sell was a vintage Don't Mess with Texas single stitch shirt. It was white, had a great emblem and graphic on the front there. That one sold for an offer of $10 on that item right there. Next item that did sell was another Metallica item for us, which Metallica has been super great for us the last couple of months. This was a vintage Metallica 90s Giants, made in the USA with a tag and all the legit info on it to authenticate the item. It did have a couple of small pulls on the item, but just amazing, cool soccer jersey, button up. That one sold for $49.99 on that item. Next item that we did sell was a pair of Rag & Bones, which we've always done very well with. They used to go for a little bit more in the pricing range, but they're still a solid item. Great jeans, they do really popular. Very good prices on those items also. We sold a pair of the 10-inch drays. Those were sold for $29.99. Just because the knees had a little bit more open area where the knees are ripped out a little bit more. So somebody probably cut those a little bit to adjust them a little bit. But great item. So another item that we were definitely keeping an eye on is throw blankets and also any type of San Marcos, the originals with the animal prints on them on the reversibles as well do really good. We picked up a Iron Maiden 2002 Killers throwback throw rug blankets that sold for $39.99. Amazing item, just had a really cool graphic on it. If you like band stuff, definitely a cool piece. Somebody was very happy with that. The next item that we did sell, somebody took an offer for, was a vintage Alaska hat, which had the state logo on it. It had the braid in the front with the snapback, made in the USA. That item sold for $6.99. Another great brand that we love to pick up, we definitely like to find out in the wild, that does really well for us. So an item was a Johnny Was top. It was embroidered floral. It was a dress, very small, black. It did have some condition issues on it, but it did settle for a price for $19.99. Definitely a good brand to look out for. If you can find it out there in the wild, it does very well. It's retailed high, it resells very high as well. Next item we did sell, we did have a couple pairs of shoes on the month of February sell on eBay. Shoes have definitely been picking up for us a little bit more. Just keeping your eyes peeled for certain styles and always looking up comps on those items. Checking out what's been sold, what you can compare us to, comparables, comps, and also styles of shoes. Also, too, what's the markets on Poshmark and eBay? And obviously now you got a lot of different competition on that. Definitely something you got to take a look into when you're looking at what you're going to spend and what you're going to flip that item for. We did sell a pair of Bogs rubber rain boots. These were a red pair. They were size 7. Somebody did take an offer on those for $22. Next item that did sell was a kind of a random item for us. We have picked up some hard goods over the last couple months to try getting into some different areas of being able to flip different things. And I found this old Panasonic CCTV hand camera or security camera a few months back. And we did have that listed. It did finally sell for $29.99 on that item. Next item was another vintage t-shirt. Always on the hunt for those. This was a vintage National Wildlife Federation 1989. It was a single stitch white, had awesome graphic detail on the front of it. That shirt was accepted for an offer of $22 on that item. Next item that we did sell was a item that's a little bit different to us. The brand looked like it did a little bit better than what we expected. It did sit around for a little while. It's called Danang, D-A-N-A-N-G. Utility green pants. Not the greatest item or not the greatest brand to look out for. Comps do somewhat. They're kind of all over the place. These did take a little while to sell. They sold for a best offer of $8.50 on those. Very happy to see them go because they were hanging around for a little while. Next item that did sell, another band shirt. This band is My Morning Jackets. Definitely around in the jam band category. Going to be in the city of Dave Matthews Band, Jack Johnson. Had a really cool graphic on it. It was an old anvil tag on it. Had the mariachi sitting on the burro. This shirt sold for $29.99. I basically had this shirt on for like less than 10 hours and it sold right away. Full price. Very happy with that. Next item that did sell was band related. It was the brand CNC California. But this had a Belle and Sebastian band patch on the bottom of it. This one sat around for a little while as well. Finally relisted it at $7.99. It went to a happy house. Next item that we did sell was a Longitude vintage bathing suit. Black and white one piece, very high-waisted. Very cool item. Somebody was very happy to part ways with me for $17.99 on that item. Next item that did go out was a pair of Carhartt fleece-lined black pants. Those sold for a price of $17.99. Those were an international item that went sent out as well. Did have a pair of Loudmouth golf shorts. Always a good brand to look out for. I just recently came upon a skirt that was new with tags. That is not sold yet, but it is definitely listed. At any point in time, too, throughout this video, take a look at our link for our Poshmark and our eBay closet as well if you want to check anything out, or if you also have any questions on any of those, please let us know below. Getting back to the Loudmouth brand, I picked up a pair, or actually 4 pairs a few months ago. I am all out of those now. I have one more item left of those, so definitely a good brand. Very popular. They have really like crazy prints on them as well. Men's and women's do very well. These sold for $14.99 and had a really cool Argyle black and red print on them. Next item that did sell, this is an international sale as well. It was a Define Lululemon jacket. This sold for $69.99. Amazing style. They don't make it anymore. It's sold out. Great style. Once again, sold very quickly and for full price also. Great item to keep an eye out for as well. Next item that did sell was a pair of Page. These are Jimmy skinnies, white shorts. These were for full price, $24.99. Cutoffs, really cool style. Definitely going into spring season. Definitely a great sale for us to have right there. Next item, Harley Davidson button up. This was a men's shirt, had embroidered skull patch on the side of it. That sold for a total of $18.99 on that item. Next item that we did sell, another hard good, which was very cool, was an old Sony Walkman ESP Max. It was a blue, had a really cool blue color to it. That sold, I posted it within a day. It was sold $19.99. Tested it out, it worked. Awesome find right there. Definitely an item to keep your eyes peeled for. Any of the old Sony Walkmans or the cassette players also do really well. Next item was a old, just had a really cool graphic on this shirt. Had a really crazy eye, and it was called Shoey's. It's like a bar or club in Austin, Texas. It was from the 1990s. Just had a really cool graphic on it. It was a single stitch, so you could definitely tell the age of it with an older tag on it. That item sold for $19.99. And then also another shirt as well. If you're familiar with California, there's a spot called Pappy and Harriet's. It's in Pioneer Town. It's in Palm Springs. Definitely a world-renowned place. All the people in LA know about it. If you're familiar with Coachella, definitely a place that plays a lot of band shows there. Did have a shirt that had that graphic on it. That shirt also sold for $19.99. This one was a surprise when it came out of left field. I've had this item listed for quite a while. This item is a vintage Gurkha Marley Hodgson travel bag that's all leather. I had it listed for $99.99. Somebody sent me an offer of $75. I gladly accepted it. Did have a few condition issues on the inside of it, but the all leather and the imprint were on it. Super cool piece. If you do see any vintage Marley Hodgson, definitely look it up on eBay or any other sites. Does really well on the resale value also. Another graphic shirt that was sold. This is a vintage Green Beret Special Forces shirt from 1989. It was a single stitch. Had a little bit of cracking on the back part of the graphic, but overall, for its age, I mean, we're going over like 30 plus years. Amazing style. That one, I did accept an offer of $25 on that shirt. Awesome shirt, went to a great home. Last item of the month. This was a vintage chalkline Southern Illinois Salukis jacket. Satin style, maroon with a little bit of yellow on it. Snap button, made in the USA. Definitely probably in the 1980s realm. Definitely a cool style to look for, especially for all the sports people that, if you do watch in here, definitely a good tip to check that out. That jacket sold for $29.99. Amazing style. Definitely a good brand to look out for as the Chalk Lions. We just are just excited to get back with everything going on out there. You know, stay positive, stay safe. Definitely come and check us out. If you like what you saw tonight, please subscribe below. Check out us on Instagram. We're also on there, Cali Desert Thrifters. Poshmark and eBay, we have closets both available. If any comments below, please leave them. We would be glad to hear from you. We're so excited to be back. Haul videos coming out here soon. Please keep watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.